My experience in the show would definitely be a 10 out of 10. Like, I wouldn't take away anything for my experience. Pitchy Patchy is a play, of course, in the style of a review or a satirical review. So it's just different skits, depicting what it means to be Jamaican and what it means to live in Jamaica. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the beauty of it all. Theatre before, it didn't feel like every and anybody could go and enjoy a show. It was either very high theatre or very farce, so a lot of people, some would enjoy this part of it, some would enjoy that part of it. Pitchy Patchy, there was a little bit of every Jamaican represented on the stage. And I think that's why we got the audience, that we received. People came from every background and could just laugh and enjoy the piece. So I think it's just the accessibility in content, but also the whole visuals of it. Like, I don't know, it had a nice finish, that everybody could appreciate it. Those who are not so much into theatre could marvel at just how the set look and how it look real and everything like that. And then those who are in theatre could possibly just marvel at, just the content and how we were able to play the comedy and, getting everybody very excited and skinning them teeth and stuff right throughout, like non-stop. And then the show as well had a piece in it called Jamaica Boom, which also would be for those people who like a little bit more seriousness in the content that they pay attention to. So there was a little bit of everything for everybody, which made it different. For show nights, when we gather and we pray or say something motivational, and we're just giving thanks for the whole experience. And it's usually at that time that people are very vulnerable. It's really at that time that you get to see people's heart. Those nights when we gather backstage and we hear the audience coming in, and then we do this pitch, patch, thing. That was amazing. Some nights we don't always have everything together. You know what I mean? So every night something else is somewhat off. I mean, to the normal eye, you probably wouldn't see it. But being backstage, knowing exactly what is supposed to happen, every night there's usually something that is off, which may be to some extent a lack of rehearsal, especially for backstage people, because they honestly came in closer to the end, and it's a big production that has a lot of scene changes, and that would need a lot of rehearsal with like the same group of people. My experience in the show would definitely be a 10 out of 10. Like, I wouldn't take away anything for my experience in the show. Being able to meet new people, being able to be still in the process, being able to work again with Rayon, who I admire as a director, being able to be there with Johnny and just learning from Johnny and Johnny's energy, everything. Getting there, getting the food, the snack before and after. Yeah, getting the gifts from the sponsors, everything. It was a 10 out of 10. It was a full 360 experience that was very much satisfying. I feel like a lot of people these days would really know me from Pitchy Patchy. Apart from that, I've been with Quilt Performing Arts Company for I think 11 years now, and we've, over the years we've put on quite a few productions, so some people know me in that space, as well as I attended Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts, so my peeps there will know me. I felt like the director, he kind of like handpicked everybody, and I think mainly because he was pretty sure about what he wanted. I know the director because he's the director of Quilt Performing Arts Company, which I mentioned before, of which I am a principal member. So, I've always been telling Rayon that, I want to get on the stage, because Corona pretty much came and, disrupted our usual shows and, usual presentations here and there. So I was telling him before that I need to get on the stage, and he was like, yo, you have a wicked idea and you're not going to make it happen and stuff. And when it finally, when he finally put the pen to paper and worked with everything in his crazy genius brain, he called me on board, and I'm like, yeah, ready.
Some big names involved.
Yeah.
Sheldon Sheperd,
Yeah.
Tanaania,
Johnny
Daley,
Sanneta, Julie. Yeah.
How was it working with them?
I wasn't nervous in working with them, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel, I don't even know how to describe that, borderline anxiety, excitement when I thought about their audience now being mine, if you get what I mean. Which is why I probably made that comment that I'm like the non-famous person, and I feel like now there's just gonna be a larger audience watching me. Before, I feel like I've always had an audience. Edna, Quilt, like there's a certain group of people who follow Quilt and follow Edna. But apart from that, no, I wasn't nervous about working with them. I was actually excited. The feedback, the review, the love, the support, the admiration, it has just been over the top. Yeah.
Any specific memories spring to mind when you think about your new fans?
Well, this lady said that she's always been a fan. Debbie Bisoon, right? She and Kiki. Their feedback, was really heartwarming. Just to hear them talk about the specifics of what I brought to the stage and everything, and encouraging me to go further and stuff. Yeah, that was nice. It was also very nice to hear from Glenn Campbell, who's another thespian that I've always admired, just to hear him, tell me about how much I've grown, because I'm a JCDC baby. I didn't mention that before, but I came up in JCDC, speech festival, drama, music festival, and he has always been one of the adjudicators from I was in like grade 3. It's a long time nowadays, like long time. I've just never been casted in a play of that style, but I've been doing it for a while. But I think in terms of being still in a process, I've always taken lead roles in that kind of process, always offering more ideas. It's been like that for a while because, as I said, in quotes, I'm a principal member. So as a principal member, they have certain expectations of you in terms of leading, directing, being in charge of the rehearsal sessions, coming up with ideas. For this one, it was a lot more stillness for me, which was nice, and which was, I think, some form of growth in just being able to sit back, let go of the reins for a while, take the directions, and just humbly give.
So you are a teacher as well?
Yes.
And not even just a little bit of teacher, an active teacher who plays multiple roles in school.
Pretty much, yes.
How did you manage doing this show every weekend for 4 weeks with your day-to-day schedule? How did you manage that?
A very supportive department, the Visual and Performing Arts department. My husband is the head of that department, and then the other drama teacher, Anushka. Anushka was just there every day. Anushka was like, Joy, if you're not feeling up to it, just give me a class. Just tell me what you want to happen and I'll get it done for you. So I had that. So they were like my strength and my backbone. And yeah, honestly, I never do much planning, and then something that did a whole month there, which meant before school reopened, I had to do a lot of, planning for what I wanted for the month, because I slept a whole lot when I didn't have class. I'm happy for the break. I think my body needs it. And I think as a teacher too, I kind of needed the break to kind of get back in, that mode for the productions and presentations you have coming up. I know though, or I feel strongly that I would like to do more, how do you call that? Branding online kind of stuff. So advertisements, probably get into radio one way or another, and hosting, stuff like that. I feel like I strongly feel like I'm ready for something like that. I've always shied away from it, but I somewhat feel like I'm ready because I've been getting the encouragement. I guess it's because of some of the roles that I also played in Pitchy Patchy, imitating Miss Kitty, as well as the role of Miss G, who was a radio host announcer. But yeah, I mean, I've done a little bit of hosting here and there for various kinds of events, but now I think I would very much welcome something on a broader scale.